This is a Python lesson, so I want to show you how we can make an animation. I'm going to actually play this animation, then we're going to make the whole thing. So this is an animation that shows that circular motion is the same as simple harmonic motion, and it's kind of cool. I like it. But we're going to make this in Python. So let's get started. I'm going to start over here, but actually I'm going to start on the board. So let's go to the board and talk about what we're planning to do. Okay, so I have here an object moving in a circle. That's my number one thing I have to make. I have to make an object moving in a circle. I'm going to do that in VPython, web VPython. Spoiler alert, new trinket. Okay, so we have, if you haven't been paying attention, trinket.io is closing down, and I'm going to be using Go Pickup trinket, which is the partnership for what is pickup? Partnership integrating computation and undergraduate physics. I think that's it, I got it. Okay, so we're going to make this, and then we're going to make this, and then we're going to connect them. Okay, so how do we make a rotating object in a circle? That's not too hard. So the first thing we're going to do is to put the object right here on the origin. It's going to be a sphere. We're going to make it have a trail, and we're going to give it an angular velocity omega. What did I say? Let's say omega is 2. I think that's what I had. It doesn't really matter. And let's say this has a radius of r equals 1. So what we want to do is to make the sphere, and then every time interval we're going to move the sphere. So how do we move the sphere? Well, if it's right here, I want it to be at a new angle theta. So in general, I'm going to say the position of this, the vector r, is going to be r cosine, new chalk, cosine theta r sine theta 0. And how do I find theta? Well, you can find theta because theta is going to be omega t. So I can write this r vector as r cosine omega t r sine omega t 0. So that will move it around the circle. And then I'll make it leave a trail, and then we'll get a circle. So let's just do that. I'm actually going to put a dot right here in the middle because you can't see the axis. And I'll put a line right here to represent that. So let's do all that stuff. Not worry about that. Let's just make that. So in Python, here we go. Okay. I've logged into this pickup. I'll give you the link. I'll give you a link to the code. So let's go to, where is it? Go to my trinkets, I guess that. And then, I don't know why that's showing up. New trinket. Okay, so Python has matplotlib in there. I haven't played with that yet. I'm going to play with that. Going to make a video on that. But let's go to web VPython right there. So now it looks just like your old trinket stuff. So that's cool. I'm going to make it a little bit bigger, a little bit bigger, a little bit bigger, a little bit bigger. I think that's good enough. Okay. So let's just get started. We have some constants we need, so let's make our constants r equals 1, omega equals 2, that's what we picked before, t equals 0, dt equals 0.01. Okay, I'm going to make that center sphere. I don't need to call it anything. I can make a sphere in Python without a name. So I'm just going to say sphere, position is going to be the vector at the origin, 0, 0, 0. I lost my thing. Radius, let's put this at, I'm going to try r over 50, and then that's it. Okay. Now for my other one, I'm going to call it M1 because I'm going to have two masses. M1 is a sphere. Position is going to be equal to, you could put the position at r0, 0, but I'm going to write it out. No, I'm going to do that. Position is going to be the vector r0, 0. Its radius is going to be equal to r over 50. I'm going to give this one a color. Let's say color equals color.red. I can't remember what color I used just previously. And I'm going to say make underscore trail equals capital true. Let's run this and let's just make sure everything looks fine. Yeah, there's my ball right there. You can't see it because my big old face is blocking it. I do want to change the background to white. Okay. If I'm going to put this in like a document or something like that, I don't want a black background because it's a lot of, if you print it out, it's a lot of ink. So up here we can say canvas background equals color dot white. And then there's my There's my stuff. The size of the things looks fine, so I think that's okay. Let's just make it move around a circle, and then we will add the stick, and then we'll come back to the other part. So I have my mass right there. It's going to make a trail. All I need to do is to say, let's just run it for 3 seconds. So while t is less than 3, I got my t up there, rate 100. So this will take 3 seconds to run, right? Rate tells it how many loops to do per second. So do 100 loops per second with 1/100th of a second time interval, run in real time. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do is to calculate that vector r, because I might use it later. I'm going to call it lowercase r, and this is going to be the vector r times cosine omega times t, r times sine omega times t, 0. You have to have a 3D vector. And then I'm going to move my mass there. m1.pos equals r. That's it. And then t equals t plus dt. Let's run this thing and see what happens. Moving in a circle, just like I want it. I want my mass to be a little bit bigger. I think it'll look a little bit better. Can I move this over a little bit? Let's move that over a little bit. Okay. So mass bigger. I have it at r over 50. Let's try r over 40. This is an art thing here, right? We're doing some art. I think I want it a little bit bigger. 30. Okay, I'm happy with that. Okay, now I'm going to add that little stick. I don't need it, but I want it in there. I'm going to call this stick 1. Stick 1, I'm going to use a cylinder. Cylinder. I don't know why. And the cylinder has 3 main properties. The position is where the cylinder starts. Axis is a vector from where it starts to where it ends, and then radius. So let's put the position. It's going to be vector. It's going to be at the origin. The axis, I'm going to start it off. It's going to point to M1. So the axis is going to be M1.pos. It's actually M1.pos minus the origin, but I got the origin at 0, so I can just do it like this. And then the radius of this cylinder is going to be, let's say, r over 60. Let's just see what that looks like. So down here, when I move my mass, I'm going to have to move the stick too. So stick 1.axis, I don't have to move the position, that stays fixed, is going to be equal to m1.pos. That's it. Let's see how that looks. A little too thick, right? Again, I don't know. Let's make it a little bit smaller. Let's say r over 70. That's good enough. Okay, so there's my rotating mass. Now what I need to do is to make another mass. So I'm not making a graph, right? I want to make a mass that moves up and down that has the same position as this, but moves horizontally with a constant velocity. So let's switch to the board real quick, and let's just kind of like map out what we're going to do here. So overhead right there. So here's my mass, and I want it to have the same y position as this. So remember, I have this vector r right there. So I want this mass to have r dot y. The y component of this is equal to the y component of that. Now the x component of this is going to be just based on the velocity. So let's say we have some x velocity equals, I'm going to say, what was r? R is 1. Let's say 1 meter per second in the x direction. So the x value of this, so this is going to be r2, the vector r2. Its x component is going to be v times t, right? Because, well, actually, I'm not going to start it at the origin. I'm going to start it here at r0. Let's call this r0. So it's actually going to be r0 plus vt. And then the y component is going to be ry0. So that's the y component of that one. Okay, I didn't call it 1. So that should do it. Let's just put this maybe like, if that's r, let's put this at 1.5 r. Let's just see what that looks like. And then we'll move that. We'll make it have a trail, and then we'll make that connecting stick afterwards, and then we'll be done. And then you can have your nice little thing. I get chalk all over my face. Look at me. What's wrong with me? I got chalk right there. Okay. It's chalk. It's just chalk. It doesn't really matter. So here we are. We want to add our second mass. So second mass, I'm going to make it right here. I'll call it M2. Don't you think that makes sense? It's a sphere. Let's call this R0. is equal to 1.5 times r. I want to have, that's what I said. So the position of the sphere is going to be equal to the vector, for the first start, it's going to start off on the x-axis, r0, 0, 0. And again, you can make an equation for this, but it doesn't really matter. We're going to change it. Let's give it the same radius, r equals r over 30. Color, we got red, I guess blue. Color equals color dot blue. And then make trail, not a, make trail equals true. Okay, so that's my second mass. Now down here, I have this r vector. I need to move my, oh, I need a v. I need v2. So let's just use it as a scalar value 1. That's why I said we can change it. Okay. So m1, we move it right there. Let's move m2. So m2.pos is going to be the vector r dot, no, the x component is going to be r0 plus v times t. Right, that's going to move it along in the x direction. The y component is going to be r dot y. So that's that vector right there. Is that right? Yeah. I was trying to think of sine or cosine. And then 0. So that's it. So let's just run this and see what happens. Too many right parentheses in line 13. I'm glad they still have the same error things. Sphere, position, radius. Oh. That was weird. Okay, so it's working. We got it working. Now, again, you can shift everything over. You can, let's see, what was this? There was a way to slide it. I can't remember how you slide the camera. I thought it was 2, 3, no, shift, no, command, no, option, control. Okay, I can't remember. But you can move it over to the side. You can adjust the camera. I don't really care about that, right? We can do all that stuff later. We're worried about the math. Okay, so now what we want to do is to make another stick that connects those things so it looks really cool. And then we can increase this time because this time needs to go on for longer. Let's do time of 5 seconds, 6 seconds. Okay, so we're going to make stick 2. Stick 2 is also a cylinder. It's going to go from mass 1 to mass 2. So its position is going to be m1.pos. Its axis is going to be from m1 to m2, so it's going to be m2.pos minus m1.pos. Radius is going to be the same as the other one. Let's do that at r over 30, and then that's it. We don't need to give it a color. No, radius is r over 70. I'm sorry. Yeah, right up here is the same as that. Okay, now down here when we move the masses, we need to move stick 2 also. So we need to move its position and its axis. So stick 2.pos equals m1.pos. Stick, let's move this up a little bit. Stick 2.axis equals m2.pos minus m1.pos. And then if this runs, we'll make one small modification just to make it look a little bit better. Nope, we're going to make a lot of modifications because it didn't run. Cylinder is not an object because I can't type. That's okay. I can fix that. Cylinder. There, let's try that. Okay, so there we go. That's exactly what we wanted, right? That's the animation I wanted to make. Now, if you want to make your thing a little bit, your stick's a little bit bigger, whatever, you do that. Now, the one thing I want to do is, if I wanted to make this into an image and an animated GIF or something like that, I don't want the computer zooming in and out. Now, you can control the camera. There's a lot of ways to control the camera in VPython, but I like to cheat. What I want to do is just put a really, really tiny sphere off to the side so it will automatically zoom out so I can see it. It's not the best way to do it. That's the way I do it. Okay, so over here, I don't even need to give it a name. I'm going to say sphere, position is going to be equal to vector. Let's give it a vector of 3.5 times r0, 0, and then I'm going to give it a radius of 0.00001. You won't be able to see it, I promise you. Okay, so now when I run it, it's not going to zoom in and out. See, it's just, oh, it is. I guess I didn't put it far enough away. Why is it zooming? sphere position is vector 3.500. So that should be far enough away. There we go. Okay, it's still, the thing is still not quite zoomed out, but there you go. There's your connection between circular motion and simple harmonic motion as a fake graph. And this is not a graph, right, because it's in 3D, which is kind of cool too, but there you go. I will give you a link to the code down below. And from what I understand, I'm just getting into this, I tried it out. You can run the code without logging in. I think you can sign up. I'm not 100% sure there, but I think you can sign up. Anyone can sign up for this. But if I'm wrong, I'll let you know. But there you go. Welcome to the new pickup trinket. Super excited. Talk to you later.